Give Power. I'm just like, I mean, I'm preemptively praising you because I know it's going to be really valuable so that we can start moving forward on these initiatives. And I want to praise Ashley for the great one-on-one meeting that we had and kind of like refocusing kind of like why we care about Giveth and like what is Giveth here for and like what makes us different from corporations. I think Ashley is amazing at like keeping those values in mind. And I want to praise Mitch for being so flexible, like being such a leader and like always championing things and bringing them to the finish line, and then also just like being easygoing sometimes when we like butt heads and push back like on this nice talk thing, which is so great. And I will pass it to Vitor. Hi, Vitor.
Hello, Ren. Hey guys, I'm not like super into Giveth ecosystem to praise, but I would like to praise Mitch and Matteo for the token log setup that we just finished and like it's up and running, and also Griff for also pushing the pairwise that are showing up and pushing things to make sure that it will work out for Giveth. And I'll pass to Amin.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I want to praise Ahmed for holding another call for discussing the chain wine situation. I want to praise Monique because of working even when he was really feel good and he was sick. And I want to praise. It's hard to say choose the third one, but I want to praise Cherry because he attends a call from management and also is very fast in implementing others. Other devs also are great, but I had only one option. I pass it to who is a miss. I just joined now. I pass it to Mitch. Have you gone?
No, thanks, Amin. I want to praise Amin for helping me figure out how to test smart contracts with Foundry. I want to praise... guys, I lost it. I want to praise Ahmad, Matteo, Carlos, and Griff for coming together on this, and Amin for coming together on this Chainvine issue. I want to praise... Ashley for keeping us organized and on track for East Denver planning, and just a shout out also to Al Jean for helping put together the numbers for the Giveth Trace payments. And I will pass it on to Corey.
Hey, thanks. I'd like to praise Mo for doing such an amazing job developing our new homepage. And syncing with me in detail this week on that. I'd like to praise Ahmad for taking the initiative to migrate our newsletters over to a new platform and just getting it done. It's really nice how you just got that done for us. And I want to praise Kotabe for leading such great topics this week around the World Food Program, and also doing that back-end research to check in our upcoming Gitcoin grants round. So thanks for being you. The rest I'll write in the channel, and I'll pass this on to Rodri.
Thanks, Corey. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year for everyone. I want to praise Lauren and Corey for an album for always organizing all the issues. Really amazing. Thank you. I want to praise Mo, Marco, and Tosin for every support me this year. I want to praise all the team for amazing work in last year, and I suppose amazing work for this year. Thank you, everyone. I pass to, Mitch.
Anyone, but we can sling it to Kotabe.
Okay.
GM, everyone. I wanna praise Matteo for working on the Fiat integration. I think it's looking good, and I know how hard it is, but thanks for persevering. I want to thank Mo and praise Mo for thinking about ways and participating on the Give Simulator and how can we make it better or easier. And what the other top 3 person that I wanted to praise? Well, I don't know. I want to praise Mitch for all the hard work he did for the treasury management and help Giveth start earning yield on their assets. So with that, I'll pass it to Carlos.
Hey guys, happy to be here. My top praises would be Grief, Lauren, Mitch, Amin, Cherik, Ami, Mateo, for coming together and deciding on chain-ban integration, and Amat. Also Mateo and Kotabe for being on top of the fiat integration. And I'd like to praise also Freshell for payments and being on top of the forums and always. Yeah, those are my top 3 praises. I'll pass it to Nicola.
Thanks, Carlos. Happy Thursday, everyone. Okay, I want to praise. Got a lot of praise at the beginning of the month, Freshel and Nico, for always being so punctual and quick with processing the monthly payments, and also super responsive following ups on gravity cases, and just being overall great, solid teammates that I can always count on in this sense. So yeah, I appreciate you. I want to praise Lauren for generally your exceptional leadership skills and just specifically for your continuous empowerment and mentoring me around improving my Twitter content, because you showed me that I can do better when I thought I can't. And yeah, I want to praise Ashley too for her great passion in advocating for those without a strong voice and always contemplating ways how to create more value and just have more fun while doing so. And yeah, just help more projects make more impact. And I'm going to pass it to Heather.
Hello, yeah. I want to praise Ahmad, Freshell, and Nico for our very fun and productive HR call this morning with lots of action items. I want to praise Nicola for our gravity call that we had this week and onboarding me to the team and seeing where gravity and HR overlap. And then I would also like to praise, Ashley for helping organize our East Denver planning call and agenda. And I will pass it over to Tempe Teki. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yeah, you did. Hi, everyone. It's actually my first time in the Giveth community call. So I'm not really familiar with all the features that are being developed, but I just want to give a general praise to everyone who's working on public goods funding, both the tooling, Giveth, and also the projects that try to increase the funds and revenue coming into public goods funding. So that's probably more than just 3 people. So yeah. I have to pass it on. Okay, maybe I'll pass it on to Tecker, my friend.
Hi all. Hi. I love this praising thing. It's also first time for me to be joining a call like this. I would like to praise Franco from Giveth Barcelona. He runs a co-working place, Giveth, because he actually introduced me to the whole Giveth community and encouraged us to build a project on top of this. The second, I would like to praise Griff because you're a moderator, you organized this whole thing. And I would also praise Ashley, who I think managed the promotion of this call today. Thank you all for a warm welcome. I would then like to nominate the next one. Not sure who is not yet. Maybe Ashley. I think I haven't heard from her. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't gone yet. Nice to see you here. I also want to praise Franco for praise. He's been doing so great, stepping up and making praise fun. And I always see these friendly messages and I'm like, am I a quantifier this week? And I look for it and I'm really enjoying participating and he's done such a great job. I want to praise Alman for being such a strong link between our communitas and comms team. She's coordinating all these events, making sure they have all of the information that they need to promote them, graphics, all of the details and scheduling everything, herding all the cats and doing it with such a great attitude and enthusiasm all the time. And I want to praise Kotabe for all of the work and love that's gone into creating such a strong relationship with the impact community in Merida and this event that's coming up. And I'm really excited to see what happens from this. And I will pass it to Kai.
Hey. Yeah, thanks. I want to praise you, Ashley. You always have a protective eye on our community. You're such a great steward here, and you care a lot, and that's what makes us special, in a sense. I also want to praise Mitch, who is also a great steward. You do all this critical engagement in governance, like the treasury stuff, for example, and other things like karma. And not much would progress without you, I think. And I want to give, because I never praise you, I don't know why, you're doing great. Like, there's a comms and strategy, and I feel they meld often. This is Ahmad, Lauren, Corey, Suga, Kotabe, Jake, Tropical Mango, for sure more people. I cannot keep up with the channel. But you guys are great, doing a great job on our comms and strategy and setting up new newsletter, never, being content with what's there, always hungry for more. And I want to pass it on maybe to Rodri. Did you go yet?
I'm down, yes. I don't know who. More?
Sorry. Okay, so I want to praise Corey and Lauren and Kotabe and everyone who actually shared their feedback on the forum post. And I had actually a meeting with them. It was really nice to get those feedbacks. I want to praise Marco and Rodri and Tosin for their work on supporting designs on Giveth. And I pass it to Freshel. Did you go? Please don't go. Yeah, okay.
I didn't yet, yeah. Okay, so I want to praise Nicola for handling gravity sessions. It's a very difficult work that needs professionalism and the right skills to be successful. So we're really grateful for you. And I want to praise Giveth for processing payments with me. Thank you for making sure that we pay everyone promptly. And I want to praise Nico, Heather, and Ahmad for an awesome HR call earlier. And I'm excited for upcoming activities. And I'll pass it to Wonka.
Thank you. I want to praise all the Gravity supporters in Giveth, especially Nicola and Heather and Ashley, all the people who is taking care of the cases, and I hope this year we can do even cooler things. I also want to praise Mateo for his ongoing participation in Giveth, but also his leadership in the Ethereum Colombia community. And I also would like to praise Grief for his honesty and giving always good feedback and being open to sometimes say the things that other people may be afraid of saying. Really cool. And I'll pass it to Danny Bell.
Awesome. Hi, thanks guys. I want to praise Rainer, Jake, Kotabe, Ahmad, Ashley, Mitch, Griff, and Lauren for an amazing post around the project ranking and really surfacing some of the core things that we want to be talking about and getting good information on how to share about our projects and whose opinions are important in this. It's a good conversation and everybody has great points. I also want to praise Almond, Ashley, and Nicola for their support around Meet the Makers, sending me some projects so we can get that going next week. And thirdly, I want to praise Mateo and Jake for their absolute persistence on the fiat integration issue. That's what I got, and I'm going to try to guess. Let's see. How about... Oh, my screen won't scroll. Mateo, have you gone yet?
No, I haven't. Thanks, Danny. Woo! Hey, guys. Happy 2023. I hope you have a prosperous and flourishing year. My top 3 praises are, let's start with everyone involved in the Shanebine discussion. That's Ahmad, Amin, Mitch, Grief, everyone that was in that. Carlos as well. I want to praise Kotabe for writing a forum post for the flea in Merida. That's a cool event that may have an impact if we do the GIP simulator that we are suggesting. It's super cool. I want to praise all the Spanish translation team that we are going to be starting today in like 6 hours, so we can bring another language to the whole application. That's Almond, Franco, Kotabe, Bridges. Praise to you guys, because it's going to be a tough work and I needed help with that. Yeah, I'm gonna guess also because I think it's getting tough. Nick Balls, did you go?
No, I haven't. Thank you. So yeah, I'd like to give my praise to Mary Jeff for posting her role proposal. Praise to Ahmad for inviting me over for a very nice dinner here in Dubai. Praise to Frishal, Ahmad, and Heather for a very productive HR call today. Extra praise to Heather for waking up super early for our call. Passing it to Corey.
Okay, I already went. Not sure who else to pass to at this point.
Let's start over to Almond. Yes, or Almond, whoever unmutes first.
Who? I can go. I want to praise Rodri for working with me so hard in the graphic identity for both Giveth podcast. I want to praise Ashley for always being on top of everything and being a great body. And I want to praise Nicola for doing such an amazing work with Gravity and putting so much work on that. And I'm going to pass it back to you, Griff, because I don't know who's missing.
Let's start over to Remy.
Hi, GM. I want to praise Clara, Jake. It's a turn, but a bunch of people, because Jake, Marco, because they post some forum with an interactive map issue that I want to participate, and thanks me. You see, and give it to praise Ashley too, who allowed me to post in the forum page, and I want to praise you, Eve, for maintaining us motivated, and yeah, thank you. And I have to pass to, I don't know who is missed. Maybe Santi?
Missing. Or Santi?
Go ahead, Jess. I'll be the last.
No, go ahead. I'll take it. I'll be the last one. I'm always the last one.
Okay, thank you. I want to give praise to Mitch for being there and helping me with the PFP collection and putting so much time on it. I also want to give praise to the dev team, Moenik, Chase, and Amin, and also Tassin for the design. And give praise to Matteo for leading the Fiat ramp integration. And to you, Jess.
Thanks, Santi. So I'm going to praise Jake for being a true master networker, building relationships and really valuable contacts, which is putting us 10 steps ahead with our efforts in grants, partnership, fundraising, and so on. I also want to praise Freshelle for being a great talent support and always there to answer my questions and helped me with my first NR GIF. Thank you, Freshelle, for that. And also wanted to praise Kotabe for the amazing work that he's done with World Food Program and the graph. Exciting things are shaping up. And I think, I'm the last. I think Bridges wanted to join, but the channel is full. So I guess normally we have to turn off.
Yeah, we have to turn off our videos. Womp womp. Bye, everyone. But let's get this party started. As much as I'd love Breachies to give praise, we are on a tight schedule today. So, Rodri, if you could turn off your video, and then we can get this party started. Welcome to Community Call 145. You just experienced praise. Praise is our way of doing decentralized updates, getting everyone awake, making them be ready to be called on. It's kind of a fun little game that we play. But praise only. We actually are going to be giving out give tokens for praise, but only the praise that's written down in the Discord. So you can dish praise in almost any Discord channel, /praise, but to do so, you have to do /activate first. So make sure to jump in there and dish your praise in Discord, and then the people you praise will get give tokens. How cool is that? A few updates and upcoming events. Giveth Trace is officially retired. Major praise to Mitch for leading the closeout over there. The GM podcast is launching on January 13th. Ooh, 8 days away. So definitely check that. It's going to be live streamed, although it's pre-recorded, but it will be live streamed on Twitter as well. And we have really cool Give Back PO-app, so definitely check out the special 1 year or special Christmas PO-app. And the next one is even better, so don't be make sure to donate on this round, because we have a special 1 year PO-app that's coming up next round. Also, we're on a tight schedule today, so please we're going to jump into the working group section, but let's try to be quick about it. So that Vitor has time to present, and also the punk domains have time. So yeah, take it away, Corey, for communications.
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, no worries. I had a lot of coffee today, so I can do this fast. But we've got really, really good updates this week for starting the new year off strong. We celebrated our 1 year anniversary of the Givebacks program. We distributed over 690,000 worth of give to donors in the past year, and to celebrate, here's the sneak peek of that special anniversary PO-op. So you have until January 10th to donate at least $10 worth of crypto to verified projects to get your hands on it. So don't forget to do that. And also, our last edition of 2022 Give News went out on Friday. It's a really strong edition with lots of great highlights in there, including our Give Power launch, our recent Phantom Gitcoin grant, some great blog posts and podcasts, and more. So this is an awesome one that we ended the year with. Go check it out for all our updates there. And also, and there's Punk Domains right there. We're going to be hearing from later. And don't miss this awesome recap of nearly 30 coordination mechanisms that were discussed by Griff and Kevin Owaki. Major praise to Suga for getting this mega post written. It was in high demand from the community, and it outlines all the great info discussed in that podcast. So give this article some claps when you get to the bottom. It's a doozy. And then we also posted another recap of actually our key milestones and highlights from 2022. It was really great to look back on the incredible progress that Giveth has made over the past 12 months. So praise to the Giveth crew on staff last week for reviewing this under a time crunch so we could get it out right in time for New Year's Eve. And then just a last couple of quick highlights. Givebacks Round 26 is out. We already talked about that. Go ahead and claim your give and get that special holiday PO-op we had from last week. And major thanks to everyone who supported our Phantom grants. The round just closed on January 2nd this week. We did a lot of comms work around that. And comms is also working closely with Dev on our new homepage developments. And we had a really great brainstorm this week on priorities for January 2023. So it's going to be an exciting month with lots coming up, as you can see here, a couple different blog posts, also communications around the World Food Program, Gitcoin grant prep, project updates, and a lot more. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and pass this to Ashley with the Communitas Working Group.
Thanks, Corey. Yeah, welcome everybody. Tuesday at 9 a.m. we have a community builder sync. So if you're interested in getting involved in community building, you can join us there. This week we've kind of just like started the gears back up after holidays, so we don't have too many new initiatives on the slide today, but we have a Panvala Stamps program launch where Giveth verified projects will be eligible to be supported when Panvala stamps are redeemed, and the launch will be coming in the next couple weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Our two big focuses right now, in-person events happening, we're planning for ETH Denver, and there's the FLEA Latin American Forum for Impact Investing that's coming up soon. There's forum posts. We're having a brainstorming planning session today at 11 Costa Rica time for ETH Denver, and I think there will be one later on today, if I'm correct, for the FLEA, but there are threads in Discord. Check it out if you want to get involved in either of these in-person events. There's a forum post on an interactive map that's being built to map projects and networks, and we're also working on this collaboration with Sea of Hertz Radio to do some Spanish outreach and shows, panels, and talks and stuff on the air with Sea of Hertz Radio in Spanish. And on the right, you see our normal PSAs. We've got our weekly community AMA and orientation calls. Sometimes we have different themes. We played trivia this week, and that was a lot of fun. So if you're interested in contributing or you're a project owner have questions, please come to this call and ask any questions, get oriented. You can always find support here, and there's a link to add that to your calendar. And then 2 documents here with community spotlights, Twitter spaces, in these Giveth Essential sessions, ideas for future ones if you have questions or things that, good ideas for a community spotlight that somebody that might want to join, you can put that information here. And past sessions of Giveth Essentials YouTube playlist. And last but not least, at the bottom, Gravity, as you probably caught on in the check-ins, is picking up in Giveth. We've had some past cases, and we're working on integrating it even more. We have a team now. They have bi-weekly call or monthly calls, and we also have this type form. So if there's any conflicts that you see in the community, any tension that you see building up, or if you're having conflict with somebody, please fill this out, and we can get some mediation and start working towards a resolution, as well as like learning how we can collaborate and work together better. So if this interests you or any of this sounds interesting with the Gravity, please get a hold of Nicola and if you want to get involved or if you have any questions about it at all. And let's be quick, so pass it to Development Working Group.
Amin, do you want to take it? And also, we're back down to 23 people, so you can turn on your videos if you want.
Yeah, hello. Thank you. This week we work on the notification center. We are adding the false notifications. So for which if you don't know, it will work when we want to send notification to all the users about an event that is happening. We are working on it on the notification center and also on Admin Bro. On the Admin Bro, the privileged user can create an event and send broadcast to everyone. On the Fiat exploration, Matteo he has mobilized users to test it, and they are testing and fixing issues. They are progressing on it. The Spanish translation part is we will hold a Spanish translation party. It will be held today. Thank you, Matthew. The multi-level account is suspended, as we said, and still we are working on some side project of this to make the application easier for users, more frictionless. We are working on the session management in the front end and also model queue to don't block users when he's not signing too much. On the back end, we are working on we are implementing the feature for projects to be able to have a smart contract as a recipient address. Carlos was doing that, and also fix some integration issues with the on-ramper. We are working on caching queries which are hit more often, like listing the projects, and also updating the Admin to Admin.js, the next version, which had been blocked till now for upgrading the dependencies of the critical dependencies of the using database and etc. On the front end, we are still working on the session management and model queue. So user will not be blocked after he signs a message. He will proceed. We work on new data slides and improving the scrolling on also fixing some issues regarding the project ranks and etc. Also, we have delegated some text to delegated some of our developers to General Magic. They have prepared the General Magic design system proposal. That's it. And about the next step, it's not something new. It's we have what we had on the roadmap previous week about improving the homepage. It's the design is almost finished, and yeah, the rest is as last week. So I don't want to take your time more. Pass it back to you, Moni. Griff.
Oh, it's me. I'll take it. Give Economy Working Group. We got lots of calls. They're there. They're on the calendar. Next slide. Development side. It was already on the news slide, but
yeah.
We've got. Oh, I mean, you're not muted. Yeah, Chainvine referral program. We spent a lot of time in our Give Economy job call talking about this. Kind of like, should we go ahead with Chainvine? Should we kind of do our own thing? And we decided we're going ahead with Chainvine. So they're going to be building this great referral program where like people can generate donation links, and then when people donate through their donation links, then they get like benefits like extra give back. So working out still some of the details, but all we really have to do is just send them our donation data from the back end. Also, the Givers PFP collection is moving along. We've got a design. Smart contracts are being tested, and right now the conversation about like, okay, what utility in the future will these PFPs have is being discussed. Sunsetting Giveth Trace. Giveth Trace is being sunsetted, has been sunsetted. We have a couple of like little minor things to do, like making Giveth Trace kind of with a splash page that says like, go to Giveth.io, and taking away the traceable label on the Giveth.io DApp. But we're kind of getting close to ending that. Give Power Boosting. We're going to be having a workshop coming up soon to try to get user feedback. And also starting work on delegation. I have a meeting with Griff to go over the specs of that. Region Farms and the Give Economy redesign haven't had a lot of progress on there yet, but after we improve the homepage, we're going to be jumping back into it. And also the Give Drop is officially over. Yay! There's tokens sent back to the DAO. On the research side of things, treasury management is going along swimmingly. Now we actually have, like Mitch has been doing some good things to earn a yield on some of our latent capital that we have in our treasury. So really exciting news there. And we're considering an integration with ChangeDAO, which is kind of like an NFT system that like projects could have their own NFT collections. It's something similar to Point Art. And Katabe and Santi are going to start looking into that a little bit further. WFP is an organization that is interested in traceability, and we're talking about doing some MVP with Giveth. So it's kind of like a Giveth Trace, like new version MVP thing, working with them. And Quadratic Funding. I'm so excited about this. Quadratic Funding is about to commence. Kevin Owaki from Gitcoin like really wants to see this happening on Giveth, and is like, I will move the world for you to get Quadratic Funding implemented. And so we're getting to work on that. And that's all I got. So I'll pass it on to Yas, who's got fundraising updates.
Thank you, Lauren. Fundraising and grant updates. Finally, New Year, people are coming back and we have more news. We are progressing quite nicely with the graph that Kotaba is leading it, and also Cello. It seems the community in Cello really like Giveth and would love to partner up in any way possible. So we are expecting positive news there very soon. Phantom round was finished. They will inform us with the results and how it went. It seems that 65% of the members of Giveth actually donated. So thank you everyone for supporting us in the Phantom round. And Polygon, Radical, still on hold, waiting for their response. It seems both of them actually changed the whole structure of their grant in the coming year. and we're waiting for some decision on how to move forward with the past grants that we submitted. Moonbeam should let us know this week. It seems tomorrow is the last day, so we should know by next week how we're moving forward, whether it's accepted or not. With Gnosis, it seems we're not doing a grant, but we're having other exciting projects which they will promote Giveth every month of the year, that we will pick a project within their community. So we will incentivize more donations and donors from the Gnosis community and their members. Avalanche as well, we are waiting for feedback. The idea is to add Avalanche as a chain on Giveth as well. What is going to happen and what other grants we will be working on is Optimism. We're waiting for them to complete their committee members to decide on the grants. Ethereum Foundation is a new one that we took up. Moloch DAO and Metacartel still on hold until we know how we're going to move forward with the fundraising terms and our grant terms with possibly Hedgie. With the white label, it's not going so well. Balancer, Ava, and Kyber, none of them actually are adding more dApps or new projects on top of their already existing protocols. But that doesn't mean that it's a complete no. We are in touch with their team, brainstorming other possibilities, perhaps with future projects on the roadmap, how we can partner up with them in the future as well. What could really turn out to be huge is World Food Program. They seem that they would love to have us as their white label. Kotabe is actually in touch with them. So it's an ongoing process. They are a little bit slow, but we are not. So we will be pushing them to make this happen as soon as possible. And the new deck is also on. We have 2 links for the deck. One is just giveth.io/deck, which you can safely use for any popular activities. There is another version of the deck, which is deck-fundraising, and that one is purely for investment relations and grants and pitching Giveth for funding. It has just 2 extra slides at the end. And that's it with the grants. Back to you, Griff.
Sure, and I'll throw it over to Mo for design. I think you're taking it for design, right?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so this week we were focusing on the new homepage, trying to get feedback as much as we can and try to improve everything on the homepage. You can still share your feedback on the forum post if you didn't yet. It's really helpful for us to see the homepage from different perspectives. So please just share your feedback if you didn't. It's really helpful. Also, the PFP collection design is still ongoing. We are working on the responsive guides and mobile versions. That's it for this week. Griff,
Thanks. Yeah, so I'll be quick as well. For the governance this week, we have some vacations. Franco, Claire, Monique is on half-time, and Moshe Hab and Yas are all taking some time coming up soon, mostly this week and next. So that's awesome. And if you are taking vacation, make sure to put it in the team availability channel, and I'll add you to this slide. But put it in the team availability channel, please. Also, wow, it's good to be back. Like the last couple of weeks, we were a little shy. People were on vacations and stuff. The forum is off the hook. Like, get in there. There's so many interesting posts. I love this one. If you want to keep it light, the New Year's resolutions post that's up there. Still waiting for some Giveth resolutions. Would love to hear what you guys are working on there. Things that have already been mentioned: improving the homepage. I guess not too many else has been mentioned, but there's improvement in the homepage. If you've been working for Giveth since October, you definitely want to post in the Q4 in our Give distro. Become part of our Give DAO, please, if you're a long-term contributor. Future of Giving demo. This is interesting. EVM CRISPR just added a Giveth module. That's super cool. Praise to Sem. Remy, who's in this call, wants to build that interactive map we've been talking about. So that's cool. Check out his posts. And there's working group costs, karma for governance, DAO treasury management, project ranking. Oh man, the project ranking model post, that is juicy. There's some drama going on in there. You want to read that. It's like it's probably the juiciest one up there. And of course, Chainvine is pretty juicy too. But that one's already settled. So yeah, that's what's going on in the world of Giveth. We're hiring some major positions. I'm just gonna say it for Heather that we're looking for basically a CTO type for General Magic to lead our architecture side, and we're also looking for a non-technical like biz dev type lead for the Praise product. So check those out, or if in general you want to work for Giveth or any of our surrounding community, check out this giveth.recruity.com. And I'll throw it over to Mitch for the DAO working group.
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, so we got a weekly governance calls on Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central European. A couple updates. So we have a whole bunch of different DAOs to participate in. We've got the NRGive DAO, we've got Give Garden, we've got Moses Saves, Token Log, Snapshot, you name it, we got it. Notables this week, we opened up the Q4 NRGive distribution, and then we open until February 2nd. And on that point, there are so many NRGive requests. There's like over 20 up in there to be voted on. Core team compensation reimbursement for November is up to be voted on as well. Give Garden multi-sigs, all quiet for now. In a snapshot I just put up yesterday, a vote there if we should integrate with Karma for our governance analytics. And so that'll be up for the next week as well. And in the token log, let's have a quick gander there. Suckriff already preloaded it. Nice. Top place, Giveth referral program. Ooh, contentious. FIA integration, project activity feed, PFP collection, project discussions, multi-level accounts, and so on and so forth. And this is open for anybody with Give tokens as well on Gnosis Chain to vote. So if you have some cool inspiration about what we should build next, go ahead and vote in there. And pass it back to Griff.
And I know Mitch has been complaining that we don't have enough governance mechanisms. So I want to give some space to Vitor to talk about a new one that we're adding to the mix. Vitor, do you want to demo pairwise?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Awesome. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. I think I have already showed pairwise here, but like it was previously called budget box. But the idea is that we can have a decentralized pairwise creation mechanism. So we can use it for Giveth, for example, but in which people can like add projects here. So you have, it's similar to Snapshot. So basically you can create your Giveth space and then have multiple voting boxes, which we call pairwise. So for example, I just have a sample here for like Givebacks 20, just as an example. And then you can create many different voting boxes and that you can like use to vote in the future. So for example, if you want to create a Giveback round for like the users or like the projects to select different projects to give funds and to curate, you can just create one and then like add new projects here. And basically here we have 5 projects as an example. So they come directly from Giveth, from the Giveth database. And then here, you as an user, you can, if you hold Give or if you're eligible to vote, you can come here and vote between projects. So the idea is that instead of you having like Give power and like adding it to one or other project, here you will not do that. You only select between pairs. So for example, here I can select between the Giveth community or like this Muto 8. So I can select for Giveth. and then like Giveth or even CRISPR and so on and so forth. So the idea is that the users will be exposed to many more projects, and then they will not like select one to give like their voting power as a curation, but rather they will be like prompted to many different pairs, and they will be able to select between them. So that's the idea. And then after you select them, in this case, you have just like 5 projects, but after you do that, you can submit your vote. And then if you're eligible, you can just sign a message and your votes will be added. And then the interesting part is that like after all of these votes are compiled, you can have a live ranking output. So this, for example, is the output for this demo of just 5 projects. And here you have a percentage distributed to these projects. That can be used for anything, but like in this case, can be used, for example, to distribute Giveth tokens, for example. So we take that pairwise decision between different projects and different users and turn them into a ranking. So you can have a curation mechanism in which even the projects who are not so popular and otherwise will not be like receiving much attention or give power will be able to appear to people, and they will be like there will be a higher tendency for them to receive funds and be noted. So that's the whole idea of it. And then it's like 95% ready for use for Giveth. So my idea is that next week we can just do a test trial of Giveth. And I just want to show you 2 more things. One's like for creating, I already made the Giveth space, but you can create a new space with one ENS, exactly like a snapshot. And then here, for example, you can create a new pairwise. So you can get, for example, givebacks 21 or like a new giveback. And then like a description that you want, and then you can like select a few items here, but I'm not getting into details. But then you can either select the start and end time for it. So basically, you can like either have a finishing time. For example, for givebacks, you can have like I want these to have like a 1 or 2 weeks of like period for like to be valid, or you can have like infinite time. So basically every time that you look at the ranking, you have the most recent assertion of people, and then at the moment you have an always, but it'll be like this week until like tomorrow, adding the last part that is integration with snapshot strategies. So you can use like your tokens, so you can use like everyone who has like Giveth tokens will be able to vote, and any other token. So then you can create new pairwises to vote. Any question on that side? I just have one more thing to show. No? Okay, awesome. And then like here in one you can like create new projects, and then a nice part is that you do not need to add like Giveth project. You can add like pretty much anything. So like it's really very modular, but we have integration with the Giveth API. So basically you can either import like one project or you can import multiple projects. And here I have a sample where I can import like almost 30 projects, and this works as well for like hundreds of projects. And then you just like add a list of many Giveth URLs projects, and then like it takes a few seconds and it will be imported. So now all of them are here, and then you can vote. So it's super simple to add them, and then if you want to create a set. And the idea is that like we can test this with Giveth, at least like for 1 week test, and see like what exactly are the needs for your case, and like add this, because now that we have all the infrastructure, is pretty simple to add. And then also try to add like new projects like Gitcoin, etc. But I think it will be very helpful for Giveth.
Amazing, Vitor. I can't believe you whipped this up so quick, man. And it's so cool, the importing of URLs. But so is there like a link that should we start testing? Is there something that we should vote on, and how do we give feedback?
Yeah, so basically the idea is that right now I'm the only admin, but basically it's just for testing, but like one space can have like multiple admins, like Snapshot, and then like ideally we should define like a few people who will be the admin to like create a project, create like 1 or 2 pairwise for voting, and then testing the importing, etc. And then you could do that kind of a test of round. So we have these admins that give feedback on creating the pairwise, etc. And then like some people to vote and see if it works out. So yeah, I would need one or two people to be the admins, and then like create a few pairwises and tests, and like have other people to vote on, and then you can get your feedback. And the link is on the slide, but I can send here as well.
Pairwise.generalmagic.io.
Yeah, that's it. And also there is I'll send the GitHub link, so if you have any feedback, any issues, you can add there as well.
Cool. Amazing. Okay, so we add issues in the GitHub. Perfect. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, man. And I feel bad to scramble through, but there's another awesome project that I want to make sure we have time to present. Punk Domains. Do you guys want to tell us what's going on in the world of punk?
Of course. Happy to. I'm just going to also share a screen. Just give me a second. I can do this. Do you see a blue screen with a button in the middle? All right. So I'll be quick. I have only 120 slides, so yeah, I'll rush through. No, just kidding. Just 6 slides. But yeah, Punk Domains, Giveth names, maybe a bit confusion here, but Punk Domains is a company organization that I work for, and the idea that was built on Punk Domains is the Giveth names. And this whole idea was actually born in November 2022 when me and Tempe, who's also here with us, we visited ETH Gathering in Barcelona. And during our trip, we visited also Giveth Space Barcelona, where we met Franco. We really enjoyed our, time spent in the Giveth space, and met a lot of cool people, interesting people. And to be honest, this is the first time I also heard about Giveth and the whole organization and the idea that is behind it. And of course, I loved it. And the meeting with Franco, where we explained to each other what we do and what he does, we immediately started brainstorming about what can we do for the Giveth community. And this is how we came up with an idea of Giveth names. So what do we actually do at Punk Domains? Punk Domains is a protocol that offers domain extensions for DAOs or NFT communities. We are a bit over a year-old organization, but so far we managed to get some big partners who already used our protocol to create their own extensions. Like KlimaDAO is one of them, Pull Together, Small Brains, which is an NFT community, and Arbitrum, Layer 2 DAO, and many, many more. And they use our protocol to actually create their own extension, so they can then offer this to their community, so they can mint their own domains, and they can use it throughout different use cases. And I'm going to explain a bit what you can actually do with those. But basically, the idea of Giveth names is to become a service where anybody can mint their own Web3 username with a .giveth extension. And it would be built on Gnosis chain. So for example, you could mint, Griff.giveth or Franco.giveth, whatever, of course, you would prefer. And it's not only an NFT that you mint, it's more, we like to call it more like a Web3 social username, because with an oncoming Web3 social that is coming, we believe that Web3 social usernames will look like this. You're not going to have your own long address, but you'll have an NFT with a name that you then can use on different platforms, on different services. And it's not only an NFT or an address, you can also give utilities straightforward. You can send tokens from one address to another. You can add information like Twitter or your website or whatever that you connect to it. And also, once you mint your NFT, it stays with you forever. So there's no renewing fees. It's yours, so you can keep it forever. And here on this image, you can see this is something that we use for other domains. This is how your profile looks like, but then you can add profile pic, etc. So you have like your own profile that is happening there. Okay, and about how we saw the whole thing going. So first of all, the minting fees, you have to, of course, set some kind of a price to mint your own NFT name, but we want to give this back to the Giveth matching pool. This is something that also Franco suggested. So we said maybe 80% of the minting fees would go directly back to the Giveth matching pool. And of course, the integrations, because our code is open source, you can also check Punk Domains on GitHub. Anybody, any developer who's building any kind of app can take and integrate Giveth names into their own code. So for example, if you have some kind of a DeFi app, you can log in, and instead of your address, there would be your cool name instead of this. But overall, what we see with other partners is we really make it work because we really spread awareness and the strengths between the community. Because what people do, and you probably noted this with ENS, so .eth names, all of the people, or a lot of people, then use this on their Twitter profile or any other, or on Signal or Telegram or Discords. It becomes an identity, right? And we believe there's not going to be only .eth domains, but there's going to be different names based on the community that you feel part of. So this was actually the idea why we started Punk Domains. This is how we came so far here, and this is why also brought us to the Giveth and the Giveth Names project. And our project is currently at an idea stage, because when we talked with other community members from Giveth, we said, let's post a project on Giveth website and just see what the community will react to. So it's still in the idea stage, but once we would launch it, there would be like a special website where you can go and mint your own Giveth name. And it's been up now, I think, for a month already, but because so many amazing projects are on Giveth, we haven't managed to get some any feedback actually, if this is something that you would wish to pursue in. So hopefully this call today, maybe good entry point to see your reaction, what you think about the project itself. So the question maybe is still there, should we pursue something like this? Should we make .giveth names a reality? If so, check out our project. I think there's a lot more information there. But also today, I'm here, and also Tempe, who's more like a technical team member. We can answer any questions that you might have about the project.
Quick one. How do we get it to work on MetaMask? Does it work on MetaMask already, or what's the roadmap there?
It does.
Yeah, okay. I thought I'm gonna answer that. Yeah, with MetaMask, I was already in touch with them at ETH Amsterdam last year, and they have this feature called MetaMask Snaps. I don't know if you heard of it, but yeah, it hasn't launched yet. So through Snaps, it will be possible to integrate any other like apps into MetaMask. But yeah, right now, if you want to send tokens to a domain, you actually do it through a website, through a front end that we have. And maybe one more thing, we're already doing this public goods funding. The idea here is that part of the revenue that goes when somebody buys the domain goes into public goods funding. So we want to automate this, and we are already doing that on Optimism with the .op domain, like the revenue, all the proceeds for buying the .op domains go into Retro PGF on Optimism, to the official one. And we're also doing that on Phantom, so with the .phantom domain. So this is one of the ideas that we are very excited about, like how to automate public goods funding, because we see there are a lot of dApps, a lot of protocols that are doing revenue, and if they would kind of transfer part of their revenue to public goods funding, then we could solve a lot of problems that we have, with actually getting projects funded, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, what's your take on that, or do you already have some projects that are automatically giving funds into the matching pool, and also how to motivate projects to do that?
Yeah, we can definitely work with you to automate these things. And one thing that could be cool for you is and a source of revenue is that if your protocol, if people are buying domains and then you're donating a portion of that to Giveth project, you could get givebacks. So you should get give tokens when you allocate funds to the Giveth matching pool, and that could actually help you guys as a team survive. So definitely consider integrating and getting, if you're doing that with OP or any of your other projects, that they should make a verified Giveth project so that your donations will actually turn into give tokens for you, Punk Domains. But we're out of time, unfortunately. We did a great job cutting down the times, but do you guys have an advocate? I guess you have Franco within the community to help connect you. Yeah. If you need any support, obviously message Franco, and he can connect or message me or anyone else here that to help you make this .giveth domains a reality, because it's super cool. And I'm sure I just bought a .gnosis domain, so that's really fun.
Great.
So well done on your project, and thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you. Yeah.
We'll bye everyone. We'll see you at 146.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.